3, 2. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You are now tuning in to episode 52 of the Off the Menu podcast. I am your friend, your host, Key, here with my brother, my co-host, Moose.
Hello, everyone.
Going crazy. The dynamic duo. And a special guest. Two very special guests. Moises and Ammar with Garden Kid. Brand owners. Videographer. Content creator. Entrepreneurs. Go-getters. Big steppers going crazy. Man, that was long.
That was the longest description you've had to do. I saw that in the middle. I was like, oh, finish, bro.
Yo, how you guys doing, man?
Thanks for coming.
We're feeling great.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on, man.
Dude,
Yeah. No, thank you for having us.
Bro, we're super excited to talk to you guys about the brand. Bro,
Just everything you're doing.
you guys are going crazy right now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Super appreciative of that.
Yeah.
No, that means a lot. Thank you guys.
Bro, super dope. I bought one of the shirts at Sneaker Con. Is that what they call it? Sneaker,
Yeah.
Sneaker Con. Bro. Quality A1, you guys.
Oh my God.
A1. Probably some of the best shit we've ever seen.
When you came in, like everybody, all of us just looked over. What the fuck is that shirt? That shirt is fucking amazing. Everything down from like the design, and you can tell it's like really good quality. So
Yeah.
you guys did a good job, man.
Yeah, man. Shout
Thank
out
you.
to
We
guys.
spent it like unimaginable amounts of time. Like it was just we were both in college and classes, and it was like heavy coursework and like all of that balancing with school. Like we spent like 8-7 months designing and getting
Wow.
prototypes back.
nice.
We just like hated some of the first prototypes and just trying to figure it out. But we got the general shape, and then like everything was just it was a dream. We loved it.
It was a prototype
Damn.
for the blanket itself, though. The
Yeah.
design and everything still
Yeah,
stayed
yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're super perfectionists. So like we'd get a shirt back and just one thing was off, and we'd like be like, "Nah, we need another prototype. We need another prototype." We went through
Right.
probably four
Okay.
prototypes with changes in between each one, sizing, length, cuffs, neck, everything, and finally settled on one, and then went through colors and everything.
How long was that process again? Like
Around 7-8 months.
7-8 months.
8 months,
dude.
yeah.
That's some patience.
I think you
Yeah.
guys did a
Yeah.
great job. I really
Amazing.
like the way it drops, like from the sleeve down over to this spot right here. It's perfect, bro.
And plus, I don't meet a lot of guys that are into purple. So when you guys did a purple tee,
Really?
I was like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, that's my favorite color.
it really is.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Everything
yeah.
I do, baby. Even though I wear all black, so it doesn't make sense. So
I know. I've been like wearing hella darker colors recently, even though like our whole thing is we're trying to make like more pastel colors. So I'm like trying to fit it in
The
wherever
way
I
that-
can in like a wardrobe.
I just feel like it's like when you're a chef, right? You make the most amazing food, but you don't want to eat any of your food. That's how one of our boys are, Tay. He cooks amazing food, but he doesn't want to eat any of it. He'll eat like a bowl of rice and soy sauce or something. I don't know. Seafood now. So it makes sense to me. That's like you just kind of want to tone down because your head's in it all the time. Sometimes
Right.
you just want to wear what feels good.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Which
who
is a
does
great
that?
way to put it.
Who doesn't feel good in all black, dude?
Yeah. And then the colors pop more too, because then you can wear those neutral colors.
Right.
And then you're not always, like you said, staring at the same colors all the time. Because, I mean, both of our favorite color is purple.
Oh,
And
for real?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
just
that's why,
happened
that's
to
why
be.
we landed on it.
That's why we landed on it. Exactly.
Going crazy. Going
Yeah.
crazy. Real quick, before I forget, we got IT technical support in the back. Seafood Yin going crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw that in.
You're doing really good
I
with
know,
the sounds,
I
bro.
Come on, man.
You ain't blasting me no
Come
more.
on, man. 52, and I had to turn it down. A little bit.
And
Man.
before we get like too far into it, I just want to know, you guys can take turns, but who are you and what do you do?
I can go if you want. I can go.
No, you go first.
I know. Stop.
Whatever. I don't know. I always hate being the first person. To
Okay,
answer.
I'll go. I was a student at Utah State, and I was kind of just doing what I thought I should be doing, not doing what I love. So what I do now is I am one half of Garden Kid.
Okay.
Me and Moises here built Garden Kid together. So I'm one half a Garden Kid, designer, marketing, everything with Garden Kid.
Okay.
And I also on the side make videos with a camcorder. So I really like that old school camcorder look. So I want to get more into videography. I'm very new at it, but I'm looking to become a videographer.
Going crazy,
But-
bro. I was able to catch some of that.
Appreciate that,
on the
yeah.
Instagram page. It looks nice, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah. But that's basically what my life has been like over the past year. When we came up with Garden Kid, decided to start it, I just was like, I don't want to just half-ass it, you know. I really want to
Right.
all the way dive into it because I really feel like we have something special here. So just fully taking advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we were in a similar boat when we both started. I mean, we were both college students, and so I was studying at the U, right? So me and Ammar, we didn't meet for like a while into like our college careers, or at least for me, because like just trying to figure out college and going through all that. But who I am, I mean, when we started Garden Kid, I think it was like towards the end of my freshman year. So it was.
Oh shit.
I was like,
Damn.
and now I'm a junior in college. I'm studying over at the U, and I was studying mechanical engineering. My entire high school career, I was doing robotics, concurrent enrollment, and
wow.
I was
Oh,
just like,
shit.
I was like ahead of the curve, and I was like trying to stay on track with anything that had to do with mechanical engineering. Right? I was like a absolute nerd, just obsessed with robots and building shit. And
That's dope, though.
That's
bro.
amazing.
no,
Amazing,
it's
crazy.
sick. It's sick. Like I love the creative aspect of it, which is what I came to realize after was that I enjoyed the creativity. But freshman year went by, I realized I hated it. I hated mechanical engineering. I didn't want to sit there at an office job, so I wanted to do something that felt more enjoyable. And what I enjoyed at the time was YouTube. So I mean, I started off with long form content. Then one of my friends was like, "You got to hop on." My friend James, he's like, "You got to hop on TikTok right now. Like it's the move." I was like, no, the app is so cringy. I'd rather be caught dead than be on there.
Right.
And now it's what I do all the time.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I do that. I make content. One half a Garden Kid. This is like the second brand that I've like really tried to be involved in. The first one
dope.
didn't work out. It was just like too many creative differences. I didn't like where I was headed. And it was also like in middle school. It was like late middle school.
Okay.
So we had
Damn.
no idea what we were doing. But
That's
I
still impressive though.
Yeah.
Thank
to
you.
tackle it.
I knew that I wanted to stay in fashion, and I knew that I loved clothing, and I met my brother here that loves fashion and clothing and creativity, is just as creative, if not more, as I am. It was just like a great partner, and yeah. So now I'm a junior studying marketing
Nice.
at the University of Utah. I'm really involved on campus, or as much as I can be, wherever I can.
That's dope, man. You guys are like going to school, getting your education, and then on top of that, like doing some creative shit. I know that must be hard, man, just to like balance and do. I mean, you guys are both doing like some form of content, right? You're always pushing out some shit on Instagram, going to school, and then on top of that, creating Garden Kid and going through the whole processes of, I mean, manufacturing and all of that. Like, fuck, man, you guys are going crazy.
That's
man.
a lot.
That's
you,
a
bro.
lot.
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
Yeah, I think one reason it works a lot is even the stuff, obviously Garden Kid we have together, but the stuff we do separately, we just help each other. We're
Right.
basically involved. It feels like everything's together. Like
Right.
with his filming, I'll help him film sometimes. With the content that I make, he'll help me film sometimes. It just feels like it's like a partner in everything, you know?
Right.
So it feels
That's
like you're
dope.
never on your own with anything. So it helps a lot, you know?
That's good, man.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
right.
what you
have,
need.
It's good to have people like
Yeah.
that on your side, man. That's why I fuck with like Tay, Amy, Moose. We all try to do the same thing.
Yeah, shout out.
It's just reassuring that we got each other's backs. We're gonna
Yeah.
do our best. All the intentions are there. So
Especially like here in
nice.
Utah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
We were very passionate about it. We always wanted it, especially we started 2017 is when we ever even dropped anything. That was like our first drop. And that's the main thing we wanted. It was like we just want what we are looking for elsewhere here. Because Tay and I, we love shopping, and Amy too. And we would always go shopping anytime we would go on vacation. And we're like, we love going here, 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 but they're all different spots. And we just wanted something for us. So that's where a lot of even this podcast came from too, because we just want to bring more creatives in and just at least like at first it was just to kind of get to know people, but it's become so much more than that. It's like actually providing value, not just for us, but for other people too. So it's amazing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, this is a great setup you guys have. Like honestly,
thank you
the
so
platform
much.
you guys give people as well, it's fire. No, this is amazing.
Bro, it's dope, man. Everyone always says that, like, you know, some people seem to think that we're like in like a
big studio.
recording studio or something.
Which isn't to say like this isn't a nice studio.
No, of
because it's a
course.
nice studio.
Right,
when you
right.
walk in, it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go meet over at my boy's house, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be like a cool studio setup, and it is, but it's just like not what you expect.
Like, exactly.
Just lined. You guys, you see it for a second, like on the cover when you look through all the videos together.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't show it in the whole clip, and it's just like lined vinyl covers. I immediately the one that stuck out was like the Studio Ghibli one. I was
So
like,
tough.
this
yeah.
is sick. No, it's
Studio
sick.
Ghibli.
Hey, chill, man.
You said,
Oh, I'm walking off.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
Yeah, I'm up to solo this pod now. I got it.
That's crazy.
Let's go, bro.
I'm gonna take you up on that beer. I'm gonna take you up on that beer, bro.
See, but we need beers.
My bad. No, man, it's dope. We're happy to have you guys on.
Thank you.
We always like to highlight people doing like cool, creative things here in the city, and of course, like I thought Garden Kid was like a full pop up. Like the way that you guys presented it at first, like with the runway show and all that thing, I thought it was like a get together pop up for like multiple vendors. So I think I hit up the Garden Kid page and I was like, yo, like, how do I get in on this? Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be on this runway type shit too for off days for More About Nothing. And someone on the page was like, oh, bro, this is actually our launch for our brand. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, I did not know that. So, you know, it's dope to see that you guys are pushing out the brand in different ways. I mean, at that start, bro, that launch with like the runway aspect, everything getting put. You guys it seemed like a pretty big, successful launch.
Yeah, it was a good turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. That was like our baby at first. That was
Right.
what we wanted to do because the whole thing with Garden Kids, we really want to be cemented into the community.
Yeah.
So we're like, how do we give something of value to the community besides just, you know, our clothing, which obviously
Right.
it will be.
Right.
So we're like, what if we just put on a free event where we have a DJ, people can loosen up. We have our pop-up where people can buy stuff.
Right.
And then we have our fashion show where we're no one right now. We don't exist yet.
Yeah.
And right when we pop out, we have a big fashion show. Everyone can see the shirts for the first time and then interact with the shirts and buy the shirts right then on the spot.
Yeah, bro.
So
It's dope.
yeah, and we were like, how do we get people involved? We're just deciding different things. We landed on the venue and we were like, let's just do a free event for just the community pop out.
Yeah.
Just to get exposure to us and us to get exposure to the community as well. So we can
Right.
kind of learn what people like, what people don't like, what could have worked better. It was a great event for us to learn as well.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean,
happy we did it with
For
no
the
experience.
first
Yeah.
the start of like the first pop up,
Yeah.
first anything, it seemed like it was a really, really good turnout.
Dude,
guys
thank
had a
you.
bunch
Honestly,
of heads.
no, that means so much. That means
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, no,
That's
thank
dope.
you.
I think you guys are hitting the ground running. Like, you know, that was the first time I seen it was on Instagram. You guys did the runway show, and then I seen you guys at SneakerCon. So it seems like you guys are like just like pushing out.
Definitely trying to keep
around.
momentum. But I
Yeah.
mean, you know how hard it is. You know
Yeah.
how hard it is, especially here in
Right.
Utah. Like you get some people doing the same stuff and you're just trying to like figure out how to not step on each other's toes creatively and like
Right.
visually and really identify yourself as like your own unique thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough. And like, especially starting because you're just trying to figure out your own thing.
Right.
And that's where like the biggest difficulty was. But like, I'm surprised with the turnout and stuff, like how the event was. It was our kid for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh my God, like only our friends are gonna show up. Who knows what it's gonna
Right.
look like?
Yep.
We're gonna be like broke as shit after. It's like, what do we do? And so like, let's not charge people. Let's have like a free event. Let's make it a community building thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even the fashion show was supposed to be like a small part of the event, right? We had DJs come, even like my buddy who's like a professional DJ come. And it was like, people will be here for the music, for the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was the other way around. Like people enjoyed the music and it added to it, but people loved the show.
Yeah.
Right.
The actual runway and the fashion show that was planned out. They loved that.
It's dope.
And then they enjoyed being outside with like the pop up and interacting with everyone there rather than like inside dancing or something, which was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
That's amazing too. Yeah. like you said, you guys hit the ground running. I'm just like, I'm infatuated with the brand itself too.
I appreciate that.
Seriously,
Yeah,
we really
yeah.
like it. Like, I mean, the style that you guys are going with, everything from like the name, the logos, the designs, like it really is like in our ballpark of like, bro, like this shit goes crazy. Like
Taste matches the taste.
yeah,
So
going
Thank
with
you.
it.
Thank you.
something that we were wondering about too is just like, where's the inspiration for the name Garden Kid?
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of symbolism in it as well. And then even with your slogan, you know, bloom in your own time. Like, where did these concepts come from? What inspired that?
Yeah, so the name Garden Kid, me and Moises went back and forth trying to figure out what we want the name to be. And this was like weeks, and we didn't have any idea. We were looking for inspiration. I don't know if you've heard the quote. It's warrior in the garden.
Yes.
So it's kind of like being in your like perfect state and in your garden, but you're a warrior because you're dealing with life. You're dealing with different issues, different problems, but you can find that place of like Zen, which is the garden. So I really, really like that because I was like, I want the garden to be like, it could be a physical, this could be your garden. It could be like how you feel mentally, like, okay, shit's going down. Things aren't looking up for me, but when I'm in this mode, I'm in the garden.
Right.
So I love that. And then, yeah, the symbolism with the flowers, springtime, stuff like that was great. And then the kid part, if you want to explain with the kid.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's literally how we thought about it. We spent weeks, nothing. Well, I would say like a name. I was like, oh, what do you think about this? And I was like super proud of it. And then he'd just be like, not excited about it at all. And then he'd tell it.
It'd be like that, man. It really be like that.
We were just in this mode where like as soon as you hear it, you're gonna feel like a tingle down your spine, and you're gonna be like, this is cool.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
he'd bring me something, and I'd be like, "Oh, dude, I don't know, I don't know." And then we'd just be
my
shitting
God.
on each other. It was funny. But no, we ended up with Garden Kid because, like, yeah, a garden could be a state of mind. It can be like it's really something you take care of, right? It's something you take care of, and it's where your seeds grow. It's where something you put together grows and flourishes, and it's where you see it come to fruition. And then the kid part of it, we not only did we want to come up with like a catchy, like 2-syllable kind or like 2-word kind of title, you know, but
right.
the kid part is like, I was 20 planning this,
Right.
and then how your birthday
was
already
like-
passed? What?
I was like 22.
22.
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
22.
We're always like thinking that we're these teenagers, and like we're not. Like we're growing up, and like we're
Right.
adults now. My birthday was just this last weekend.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank
bro.
you.
Happy
I'm
birthday.
Sirski.
Me like my plug. It was my birthday last week. No,
We love that here, man.
it was just like, dude, we're old as hell. How do we feel like kids right now? And it's just because we're always trying to learn more. It's pretty much where we got it to it. It's like I'm always trying to learn more. I know that I'm never done. I'm never a pro. Like you're always trying to grow from it. And I
Right.
thought I knew what I wanted, and what in life with like not only with what I was studying and pursuing as like a degree or in a career. But I realized it was something else, and I just felt like, I mean, I feel like you're always going to be a kid in this world, always
Right.
learning, and so that's pretty much how we got to it.
You always gotta have that mindset of like, we're young, you know, we're always learning. Life is always so serious a lot of the time. So it's nice when you can be playful and
For
be,
sure.
you know, just not have to be so serious about things
Yeah.
all the time, you know. So that's why I really like it. I think it's a good play on words.
Thank you.
I think you guys really showcase those, Garden Kid, the welcome to the garden and all of that
Yeah.
stuff that you guys did. Like, I think it all is really like cohesive and working for you.
Like
guys, for sure.
welcomes people into your world,
Right.
Which
Right.
I love. I love escapism. So like fantasy, anime, all that stuff. Any
Right.
type of like escapism, I'm all about. So that's what I feel like the brand does, and that's what you just said, which was crazy because I connected the two.
Yeah.
But then you're just like, it's your garden, it's your sanctity, it's your like own like happy place, right? Which I really love that symbolism. So ups to you guys, dude. That's
Appreciate
fantastic.
that.
That
No,
is
he
so
basically
badass.
hit it perfectly.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hey,
This is the guy right here.
because we've never heard it from like another being.
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah.
literally, it's literally just these two.
We're like, I
brain
hope
cells
people
right
feel
here.
like this.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
he just,
That's like that's like the total goal, and
Yeah.
it's just like we're like, oh, we're always trying to put ourselves in the shoes of like the people looking at it. It's like,
Right.
what am I looking at? What is this? And we're like, we're literally our worst critics,
Always,
yeah.
always.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so to hear someone think about that, like the escapism, and like we did want to welcome everybody into it, and that's the whole point, honestly.
Yeah. And off that, I want to give a big shout out to Moises for that, because he's the guy in the brand. When I have an idea, I'm like, oh, this is the best idea in the world. Like,
Right.
I'm surprised no one else is doing it. He'll put me outside of my own body and be like, look at it as if you were someone that didn't know anything about it.
Right.
And he's good at visualizing it from a third person. And then I realized, okay, it's hard to, it's kind of hard to understand why
Right.
that would happen. Obviously, I know, but like the audience wouldn't know. So yeah, that's a big thing I'm trying to learn as well, where it's
It's
like
how do
putting
you make
yourself
shit
out.
come
Right.
across the right
Exactly. Because not everyone is in the same state as me.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to understand.
The interpretation of anything artistic is always hard.
Yeah.
Especially
It really is.
for like anybody with the clothing brand, you're making a product at the same time. So you want to kind of please both worlds, but the juggling could be so hard because we deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
We've done it for so long now. We just want to do what we want to do. Like some of the things we're just like, it's silly, but at the same time, like, let's just fucking do it at this point.
love
So,
that.
yeah.
I was gonna say like it took us a while. Like it's good to see that you guys are doing it at the beginning, where you guys are kind of able to detach from some of these ideas. Because man, we were like always
Ooh,
so
yeah.
attached to certain things. We're like, oh, it's gonna be so cool. So people are gonna love this,
Yeah.
you know. And it really didn't come out like that. It didn't come across that way in a lot of the time. So it's nice to see that you guys are doing that, like, you know, and detaching and making sure that things visually and come across the correct way to not
Right.
just you two, but to just everybody, you know,
Right.
third person, like what you're saying now. So it's good that you guys are doing that, like right out the gate. That's how I know, like he said, man, like with how it came across to us, like that's why it caught my eyes like so quick. I was like, damn, like everything that's going on from the presentation to how easy we can understand the escapism part, the garden kid, the welcome to the garden, all of that shit. You know, even the fucking logo, bro. Like
The logo goes hard.
so crazy.
Yeah.
man.
Thank you so much.
Crazy. So, you know, shout outs to you guys, man. Kudos for that. And
Thank
I
you.
can tell you guys put a lot of thought and work into it, and we
For
see
sure.
it. I'm telling
I
you,
appreciate
we
that.
all see it, bro.
For sure. Appreciate that.
What
man.
would you
Thank
guys say like the inspiration for like the logo came about? Was it, are you guys anime fans?
Not
No?
really.
Dude,
I'm so surprised.
I'm not. I won't like. I don't even know how to put this in the words. Like I can see like the comments of this just being like digging on me for not liking anime.
Yeah,
Like-
that's how I feel too.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I won't go through full seasons, but I appreciate the artwork a lot. And I-
Yeah.
and I would draw it a lot. I spent a lot of time drawing, and I'd be drawing a lot of stuff that looked like anime work. But not that if I watch it, no. But I do appreciate Studio Ghibli, and it was
we go.
it was something that caught my eye. You know, just the way to make things pop, and a lot of it, like I saw happen through comic books and stuff like that.
Right.
And so yeah, I mean the logos we were trying to capture obviously some more of like organic nature kind of feel, but still kind of create a character behind it.
Right.
And so like I if we put it into perspective, like Nas or Ammar, his nickname's Nas. I don't know
Yeah.
what to call you right now, but Nas.
That's tight. That's your nickname?
Yeah, my last name's Nazir, so just take that first a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
He definitely brought to the table like a lot of the floral look that we wanted to capture. So like our main logo is the shape of a tulip. It's like the tulip bulb, and we try to make it like as cartoony as possible to make it
Right.
feel like a character. And we kind of wanted to turn that into a character, and then the little symbols on the inside was like my idea. It's something that I've been drawing since like 2015, just like as a doodle on the side of your homework.
Yeah.
It's just like where it came from.
It's the best ideas come from those.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's hopefully it looks like that. To some people have no idea what it is, and it's totally fair.
I
But
think that's cool, yeah.
it was supposed to come across as like mismatched eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mismatched like comic book character eyes, and
Yeah.
that little pill shape, the oval. It's supposed to be like a more refined look to like that rubber hose style cartoon that you would see like on the old Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yeah.
Right.
Love
Stuff like
those.
that.
Yeah. Even in the garden kid,
Yeah.
Is there a tulip in that bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it
is.
I was gonna say, there's
Remember,
a
we
tulip.
saw
Yeah, I
that.
remember. I was like, there's a tulip like in the D or something.
Damn, you guys are good.
Good.
You
Yeah,
guys are
bro.
good. You did your
'Cause I was-
research.
we were like,
Yes.
no, bro,
See,
we're
yo,
literally we geek out about logos,
Bro, we
especially
do.
like streetwear
I love
logos.
that. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we're looking at yours, and we're like, oh, dude, that's a cool like font. And then we're looking at it, and then I forgot. I thought it was Seafood that did it, but she was all like, are those flowers? And I'm just like, oh shit, those are flowers. And we all looked at it, we're like, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, it is. And the other thing I love about all of our logos is, I don't even know how this happened, but it's exactly 50-50. Half my design, half his design.
That's perfect,
And
bro.
it's like,
Yeah.
I can't even believe it happened. Like with the eyes, the eyes are his. He showed me like, we were FaceTiming, I think. He showed me like old artwork that he did, and it had those eyes, and I was like, damn, that's fine. We
That's
could
hard.
definitely do
Dude.
something with that.
Yeah.
I
It's
fuck with those
crazy.
eyes because I also draw those eyes. So
he
when I
loves
saw it,
eyes.
I drew that shit, and I was like, I saw you guys doing it, I was like, damn, dude, I got to come up with something new.
Yeah.
We're both the designers for More About Nothing, right? We do a lot of the graphic designing. I really like typography designs. Like
Oh,
I'm all
absolutely.
about fonts and
Yeah.
all of that. So like when we seen the Garden Kid on the side, we were like, fuck.
That means a lot.
We
honestly.
studied the
yeah.
fuck out of it.
Thank
We
you.
studied
Yeah,
the
dude,
fuck
thank you. We appreciate that.
That's dope, man. We seen you guys everywhere doing different things. Like what would you guys say? Like how are you guys creating opportunities for the brand? Like or what's the plans going forward?
We have big plans, big plans.
Yeah.
We know we have a solid product.
Mhm.
We just know we have to get that product out. And we're super young, so we know that obviously we don't have the eyes that we want yet.
Right.
So we're being patient, and we're just fighting through those thoughts of like, oh, we need to get more eyes. We need to get more eyes. We know it'll happen over time.
Oh, of course,
Just be
bro.
patient. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of big stuff planned. We have new colors on the way.
Goodness.
We have a new season on the way as well. Obviously, with the springtime as it rolls around, we have a couple products in play that we're going through with because everything is cut and sew. So obviously, it takes time to
Yeah.
make everything. So yeah, we have some big plans. And with marketing, we have a lot of videos planned. We actually were just planning stuff before this too. So
Dope.
we're always just hitting each other up, just like, okay, we got to at least get a plan. We got to
Yeah.
get days where we're going to film. We're going to do this. Cause I mean, Moises mentioned he is on TikTok. He knows how
Right.
TikTok algorithms work, and everyone knows consistency is the most important thing. So
Of course.
we're definitely planning some videos, trying to stay consistent with that, and just watch ourselves grow.
Yeah.
We're just going to watch ourselves grow and see where it goes.
Based off the shirt, bro, I can't wait for the crew necks. I can't wait for
Oh,
the
yeah.
hoodies,
Man.
bro.
I wanted to
can't
jump to
wait,
Kleenex.
man.
I know.
I know you guys
do,
are gonna
bro.
go absolutely dummy on them, bro.
I can't wait. I can't wait till we get to there. We're going to get there.
Oh, dude, I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh man, God. And then even just like with just like what you guys do with the content, what kind of content do you guys do for anybody that doesn't watch yet?
A content for the brand or like
Or for
individual
sorry
content?
for like your TikToks and your different like your individual content.
Oh well, for me, I kind of started out doing interviews. So like
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I've
on
seen that.
campus.
Yeah.
I'm on campus. I'm over at the U, and I'm doing just any kind of wacky interview that I can. And I'm always trying to collaborate with other brands to do like giveaways. Because I mean, being a college student, I know how rough it is.
Right.
Like at least just being like a minority, especially over at the university, you know how rough it is to like at least enjoy yourself a little bit. So I'm trying
Right.
to do giveaways as much as I can with whoever I can.
I seen that, bro. I wanted to ask you about that. I seen you do a lot with like the Ridge Ballet. Like what?
Ridge
Sick
was one that reached
project.
out to me, dude.
Yeah, that's
it was
dope.
super
Oh,
cool.
real?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's crazy, bro. He's like giving out Ridge Wallets and shit.
Collaborating with them has been like a blessing. It really has been
Yeah.
a blessing. They've sent me so much stuff, and I'll present them ideas, and they'll be like, "Yeah, just run with it." They'll like give me critiques, and they're like, oh, "Yeah, well, maybe do this." Obviously, because we got to promote the product a little bit. But then they're like, "Yeah, just go in and give it to whoever," and I'll just be trying to give it to as many students as I can. Honestly,
So they reached out through like the DMs. It was like, hey,
it was an email. So it was an email, and it looked
official,
like
bro.
it looked like a scam email. Now I was this is another fake one. Because like I hadn't, another previous one was like an app. It was like an app that was trying to like compete with Discord. Same idea, but for like students. Discord, but specifically for students and like doing classes together. That was
course.
no.
Now you might have an idea right there.
Yo, you can start that after this. No, but like you kind of get an idea of what like the spam ones and what
Right.
the real ones look like. And this one kind of looked like a spam one. And I was about to ignore it, which would have been insane. But no, it was an email, and they reached out and they're like, "Hey, we're bringing a car out to Utah, and someone's gonna win it in a sweepstakes, and we want you to help promote it." And my mind was like blown. Like, is this real? And like, we started having interviews about it, and they were like, "Yeah, well, I think you're the guy." And they drove the car out, and some of their team members flew out, and then they gave it to me for like an entire day to use to make content with.
That's dope.
And we were just driving it around, just whipping it around and like showing it to all of our friends. And then we ended up getting it for like a couple days throughout the week, but just because it was sitting here for longer. And I'm like, yeah, I still have more videos to make. But in terms of the content that I make, it's interviews. I'm definitely trying to branch out and get like more creative. I wanted like, I feel like I've had more of a spark of inspiration from like the clothing brand and seeing more creators pop up, seeing a more creative like atmosphere here in Utah. I don't know. I just got like my inspiration for it got reignited rather than just seeing like your oversaturated kind of interview kind of thing.
Right.
And so now I'm just trying to like follow this new groove and hopefully find it. But a recent project that I've been doing was like disposable cameras. So I'd be walking up to strangers and ask them to like document their night out with a disposable camera. One of the recent ones that I did was for New Year's. And so like I'll get the photos back from them after developing them, and I'll just like put together a montage video of their night, and it's just like totally unique every time.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's awesome.
Damn, man.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy to see like your just progression with just like you've done the interviews and then, you know, with TikTok, especially TikTok, because I'm a TikTok guy.
Yeah.
You fucking doom scrolling on that shit
Oh,
way
yeah.
too much.
Bro,
And it's just like,
with TikTok.
yeah, I'm telling you, bro, there's some gold in there. And I'm also a conspiracy theorist, so there's some gold in there.
You'll get lost in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, there's a couple coals in there, but you gotta find the gold in it. But it's just trends are run rampant on that.
Oh, yeah.
And it sucks when you make quality content because just because something's a trend doesn't mean it's like terrible, right? But then those trends just go crazy, and then it's cool to see like now you're changing kind of your vibe and doing different things, and that's pretty awesome too. Because I love TikTok, so I'll be watching for sure.
For sure. What about you, bro, on like the VCR type stuff that you do on that other project? How long have you been doing that for? And
Yeah, so
you know what kind of inspired that?
I picked that up pretty recently. I found my dad's old sorry, voice is like, what the hell?
Oh, it's crazy. It
You know, when you just
happens
get a
right when
random
you're
call and you're like,
talking.
oh, damn.
People don't understand. Doing this is hard.
That's why I'm always like,
You're coughing, stopping.
vapor
Sometimes you'll just like can't talk for a second, then you
Yeah.
like stumble over your words. It happens all the time.
You're like, damn, what's in this mic?
Yeah.
Nah,
Safe space.
but yeah, so I knew my dad had an old camcorder from when I was a baby. Like,
Yeah.
he would take videos of me when I was like born, just
Yeah.
my mom, just stuff like that. And I was like, yo, do you still have that camera? Like, I just want to see if it works. And he's like, I mean, I have it. What are you gonna do with a camcorder with an iPhone these days?
Right.
And I'm like, just trust me, let me see it. And he pulled it out and it worked. And I was like, okay,
Oh, shit.
because I had a vision of just making cool, like documenting nights out, doing stuff, just anything. And one of my big inspirations, just in this creative space, is Cole Bennett. I don't know if you've heard of him.
going crazy, Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, Lyrical Lemonade. He
crazy.
is
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I've watched his TED Talk. I've watched like all his interviews, just how he got started.
Right.
And he does like these insane music videos for all these big artists now. He's
Some
working
on
with
iPhone
everyone.
too.
Oh yeah, directly
That's
on
crazy.
iPhone. He like, it's all his mind. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what tools he has. So I was
Right.
like, damn, this like music video style is really fire. So I'll just like document like a night out, or for example, for his birthday, we went out and just did a bunch of things for a couple of days, and I just recorded everything. I was the guy with the camcorder, just walking around like this, and
You always need one.
oh yeah, definitely. And I just put it together, put clips together, and put some music over it, and you can just watch like a minute long video of just vibes. Just
It's
vibes.
dope to like
Yeah.
take those old VCR cameras because like you can convert video, right? Like
Yeah.
there's like a device where you can convert like the old tapes like
Yeah.
onto the computer type shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it took a minute to figure that
Yeah,
out.
it's-
'cause,
it's tough.
I had an old like that camcorder I was using, and it had the tapes and everything. I went to Best Buy, asked like 5 different employees, like, yo, is there anything that could possibly do this? And finally someone gave it to me, and I've been doing that. But I got another camcorder as well. It's a little bit newer. It's a digital one, but still gets that
old one, bro. That was a JCV, huh?
JVC, I think.
JVC or something like that. Yeah.
You can still buy the film for those, like till this day.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You
That's
can.
nuts.
It's crazy. Yeah, but the good thing is, once you film over it, you can
Mm-hmm.
just rewind and film over it again, over and over. So you don't have to
Interesting.
use a new tape
Yeah.
every time. But the thing with that is, it gets worn down sometimes. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
something comes out, gets scratched, and that part of the video is always going to be a little bit messed up.
Yeah.
But what I'm on now is a Sony Handycam, so it's all digital,
Going
but
crazy.
still
Nice.
gets that same vibe, you know.
Oh yeah.
Dope. My grandpa was like on that same stuff too, bro. He would always like be out with the recorder like every Christmas, every birthday.
Yeah.
Like we have every single one of those tapes too. And I was trying to like figure out how I can convert, like take all these tapes and put it on like a montage or something just like,
Yeah.
for the family. Bro, that shit was so
Oh, God.
complicated, bro. I
Dude.
fucking gave up. I was like, man, fuck that shit. Like,
It's
bro,
a
we just watch it.
hectic process to figure
I
out.
can't
You're
believe
like,
you took
"Damn."
that on. The only experience I have, you guys know that movie, that scary movie, Sinister.
Yeah.
I don't
He
think
does.
so.
So he has this old film, like
Is it like
you
where they
put on-
find the tapes?
yeah, he put on a projector, right, and then it had like demons and shit in there. So preface, just watch. It's an amazing
Trigger
scary movie,
warning.
bro. Amazing scary movie. But now you can make me forget what I was gonna say. But he digitized the film on there. I was like, there's no way you can do that shit. So hearing that you actually do it, that is
Yeah.
wild.
It's
That
a
is
tough
wild.
process.
You're going
Yeah,
for the art
dude.
on that one.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to, because once again, I want to shout out Moises and my other friend Nadal. Nadal, if you're watching, shout out. But
Shout out
these
to you.
guys do a lot of film photography, and it gives that old school vibe. And I was like, this is amazing. And I have a film camera too. I take some pictures, not like them, but like
Right.
every once in a while. And I was like, I kind of want to dabble in video,
Yeah.
but give the same vibe, you know, of that vintage, old school aesthetic. But you're looking at stuff in 2023, 2024. So it's like, it gives really cool vibes because you're like, man, I don't know how to feel if it's old or is it new.
Right.
It's just a really cool feeling that I really like to invoke, you know.
Yeah,
How long is that process to just editing? Would roughly you would say?
Since I am so new at it, my edits are very basic. I let the footage do a lot of the talking.
Yeah.
So I pretty much leave it as raw as I can and just do cuts.
okay.
Because I really want to I want the audience to experience what I'm experiencing when I see it through the little tiny screen.
Yeah.
So I don't edit too much. I just do cuts, maybe a little bit of a filter and add some music. So it takes me probably like, if I'm locked in, I could do it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually, other stuff going on with the brand
Always.
as well. Probably takes me like a week or two to really get through with
I've
it.
seen one video on the Garden Kid page that
Yeah.
kind of had some of the cuts in there. I think I'm sure, right?
Yeah. So we actually used that camera to film a photo shoot with Garden Kid as well.
That's
And then me and my sis edited it together as well. So
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really cool to see that you guys are the things that you guys are doing individually. You guys are like really trying to like put a little bits and pieces of it into the Garden Kid brand.
Right,
I think that's
right.
gonna take
Yeah.
you guys like super far. You guys seem like very knowledgeable with like the marketing.
Thank
You know, the TikTok stuff.
Very
and
organized.
Very It seems
No.
like
It's
very-
impressive.
He said no.
I don't think so.
It seems like it,
I
man.
noticed the work, man. That there's organization in there, so I give you props.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like finding a little bit of like that gold in the chaos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's like
yeah.
there is no, I don't know. I don't even know. We can go
Yeah.
through a whole rabbit hole here, but I think the biggest part has been figuring out the organization. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like that's been the most important thing, because once you're organized, you can like develop a discipline, and the discipline can take you further than anything could.
Right.
And like we're at that first step where we have our lives are just so different, and my shit is so fucking busy
Yeah.
with school and like trying to figure it all out. It's so heavy. So like trying to get both of our schedules to fit and trying to stay organized is like the biggest challenge probably.
You guys are taking on a
crazy.
lot. School is a lot. School is pretty much a full-time job.
Oh, yeah.
Overtime too, and then running a business is even the same thing. So you guys
Right.
are doing that along with all the side things. So
Yeah.
that's why I say organized, because for me, I make sure and check I have at least like my 3 priorities set and I'm moving and grooving. But
Oh, yeah.
juggling all that it's impressive. It's
It really
impressive.
is.
Appreciate that.
I mean, it might. I mean, for you guys are on the inside, right? From the outside looking in, it seems like everything is very
Yeah.
you know, very boom, 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 boom. I mean, you're putting out
We're
videos
showmen.
like every week.
We're
Yeah.
showmen.
It's
It's
acting.
acting.
We're not
It's all
organized.
this acting. It's all
Aha, I
that.
got you, bro. I'm struggling, dog.
You're gonna have to cut that so no one knows.
They can't lean
They're
in
like,
on our weakness.
I knew it.
Would you guys say like the balance and like of trying to put everything, you know, the school and would you say that's like the biggest challenge of starting up the Garden Kid right now?
Yeah.
Or I mean, if not that, what?
I think that's definitely one of the bigger challenges. So I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I'm actually taking a break from school
Okay.
to focus more on Garden Kid because I know Moises is on a bunch of scholarships and he's super dialed in right now.
Right.
And I was like, if we're both fully focused on school, work, our own things, and Garden Kid, it would just kill us. Like, there's no way we would,
definitely.
because you got to be super consistent, super locked in. So I'm taking a little bit of break right now just to really focus on just the little day-to-day things to be a little bit more organized. Obviously, it may seem like we're super organized, but we're really not. We're really trying to get there.
Yeah.
So
It takes time. Man.
Yeah,
You guys will
yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We know what we have is like, man, we have a spark. We can make something of this. So yeah, I'm taking a bit of a break right now just to really get dialed in.
That's really big of you too. And it goes back to what you guys said is that partnership.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
the way that you said it too, you already know it's like, yeah, I'm one to do this.
Oh,
is
yeah.
not like somebody had to take one for the team. Like you're all in it, and that's like what you need in a
100%.
teammate, bro.
Definitely.
Like, that's why we're lucky to have these guys here because
shout out
everybody
Sifu
here,
and Tay, man. Like,
Sifu and Tay,
They do a lot. They do a
lot.
Behind
Great-
the camera,
great
going
team.
crazy.
Great team
Yeah.
you got here. Because to put all this together isn't easy. Especially
Oh,
like
my
getting
God.
it to look good and feel
Right.
good. The feeling is the biggest part. And like
Right.
you
Yeah.
capture that over the screen. And then coming and seeing it in person is a different story. So like
Thank you so much.
No, you guys
Kudos
killed
to
it.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
100%.
so much. Shout out Satay one time. He edits and does like all the footage. He puts it all together. You know, we got Sifu in the back always making sure we looking good and shit. Cameras working and stuff. So man, shout
Yeah.
outs to them,
Yeah.
man. And
Fire
so
team, fire
unfortunate.
team.
we going crazy. We try. We're trying to get organized too.
We're getting better, bro. Our
We're getting
processes
better.
are getting there, man.
Every day, every week.
get better
we
every
do
day.
it.
Yeah,
That's why we have
It gets better.
Sifu though. Like people don't get to see any of her shit. All the shit that she gets to see is our dumb faces talking, or this is something I draw. You know, and like, but she does everything from nailing down the scheduling, sending out those emails. People don't see those emails, but that ain't some easy shit. You know,
Right.
Definitely not.
So
no.
it's you need that team, and that's what I preach. Like even like when we first started doing this, I try to tell all the younger guys that are trying to do something, like my little cousins and stuff that are getting to that age trying to figure shit out.
Right.
It's like no matter what it is, whether it's creative or whether it's like a 9-to-5 or professional business, like you have to find your team that you fuck with.
Right.
You know? And that's super important to have because other than that, you're going to be drowning or you're going to be like hating it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
It's so true. Like, man, Sifu, she goes crazy for us, bro. Like, if there's any organization coming, it's coming from Sifu. Like, all the emails you guys get, everything from sending in, paying invoices to sending in
All
artwork,
that.
all of these different things that we do for not just off the menu, but for More About Nothing as a brand. Like, Sifu goes crazy. She's been on like 1 or 2 episodes. But yeah, she doesn't like you say, she just gets to see us talking the whole time.
That's so sick.
You know,
that's so
it.
sick.
And then if we're fed, it's Tay. 'Cause
Yeah.
he cooks.
Tay cooks for us. I just gotta show up and
I know, dude.
chop it up.
You do good, man. I
we're-
tell you
we're
that
lucky,
board is
man.
not easy shit.
It's not easy. I
It's
can
not
see the
easy
board.
shit.
It's crazy. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now.
It's
All
a lot
you
of
do is
fun.
press play. Let's be honest. All you do is press play. Okay.
Bro, should we hit him with the voice, dude?
No, that thing is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's tough, but every day that goes by, Tay's doing his thing. Amy's. We all we found our role. We know our parts. So I think we're moving with some good pace.
We're like the Justice League,
yeah, bro.
and I'm Batman.
Here we go.
He claimed Batman right
Here
away.
we go, bro.
Oh, you
Here we
guys
go.
Why'd you
don't
do
know.
Batman?
You guys don't know.
Why'd you do Batman?
I'm Batman, bro.
Because you're wearing all black all the time?
That too. That too. There's so many signs. Okay. All right. There's so many signs.
What are the
Who's the
signs?
biggest Batman fan? Me. Who has the biggest
okay.
like alter ego?
I've never seen Batman and this dude in the room at the same time.
Oh, damn. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Damn, he might be.
you see that new Robert Pattinson? You gotta run for his
Damn.
money.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
You guys are tight, man. You guys are people.
Well, real quick, who are some of your guys' biggest role models in
Yeah.
life
Oh,
and in business
my God.
and things, man? Like, tell us a little bit about that and a little bit of background on that.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned one. It's Cole Bennett. Cole Bennett
Yeah.
is fire. I recommend you guys binge his videos. Very sick. His story's fire as
All
well.
day.
I would say we share a lot of them because, you know, same brand, obviously. So
Of course.
Virgil's a big
Of
one.
course.
Of course.
Has to.
Of course.
I
Virgil
almost feel
has
bad
to.
saying it because everyone says it.
Everyone says it, yeah. But Virgil is a big one just because what he was able to accomplish and the circle that he's in.
Right.
I'm more impressed with just his entire circle. He's got Virgil, you got Kanye, you just got all these people that are
So
just
crazy.
going up together, which is what I want, even more than just being successful myself. Like
Right.
the whole team. I want the whole team to eat, you know?
I
Like
feel
everybody be at the fashion show.
Oh,
when I
yeah.
got one, right?
Oh yeah, and just the different things. This guy does music. This guy does art. This guy does fashion. Whatever it is, just everyone eats. But those are probably my top two. Other than that, obviously, I look for inspiration in my parents. My parents are a big source of inspiration because, you know, everyone here I'm looking at is different cultures. Everyone's different. Like
Yeah.
we understand.
Why
We
did
can-
you look scared?
No, I was trying to. Hey, bro,
Like,
it's all
oh,
good.
it's not white.
Everyone's like, I didn't want to say it, but everyone is not white here. So it's like I feel like you guys understand with the parents, you know,
It's
right?
true, man.
Yeah.
It's
So
good.
like,
Right.
field day.
it's like it's different because our parents sometimes don't understand
Right.
who we are, and to be able to talk to my parents and kind of get them to understand who I am and what I
Right.
want to do, and then it took a minute, but then being on board eventually. That was just what I really needed to get going. Without that, I don't know if I would even be here at that point. So
course.
I feel
big,
that.
big inspiration.
That's how it is with my parents too.
Yeah.
Right.
Because for a long time, they're just like, "You're carrying boxes of T-shirts. Aren't those expensive?"
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They don't really understand because
Right.
they had a different journey, you
Yeah.
know. So, and I respect it.
Right.
I understand that it's hard to see who we can be because of the opportunity they gave us, but
Right.
to show them that's been everything for me. So yeah,
It's like a tough pill for them to swallow that, like, we don't have to work on a line.
Yeah.
and,
yeah,
you know,
Literally.
dishes or, you know, whatever the fuck it might be. Because, you know, but like that's how my grandparents started.
Right.
My grandma worked on a line for a medical
Yep.
company.
Same.
My grandpa came here and started washing dishes off the top and got a house. That's how they got a fucking house. What the fuck? Which
yeah. Shout out
a different
to them.
conversation.
Shout out to
You know,
them.
like,
That's
what
crazy.
The fuck? Like, what do you mean?
So something about your story though did spark some with my dad because they would always be like unsure of what I'm doing, but they always knew I was into clothes. But the funny thing is, I think they started to believe me when they saw my shoes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'd always bring home new shoes because I was working at Nike at the time, and I was like, really, it's all I would talk about and do is just like clothes and shit. And my siblings knew that; they steal from my closet. But then my dad one day he saw my Mocha 3s, and he's all like,
Oh,
nice shoes. And then
Really?
after that, they were just chill with me, like doing whatever. Not to say that they would ride me ever, but they were always just like, "What is he doing?" But then one day it just clicked, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he likes to work, so he's
Yeah.
gonna
That's
do what he
fire.
does." So it's like I don't have to tell them everything that I do, but they know I like to do random shit. So
Yeah.
it was funny.
they
I
believe in
noticed.
you, yeah.
I noticed it when it was that day. I was like, "That's a little strange, but I'll take it."
damn. I have the opposite story with the shoes because they see my shoes and they're like, another pair of shoes, another pair of shoes.
Yeah, that is my
I'm
mom,
like,
though.
damn. Bro.
My grandpa's maybe had like 5 pairs of shoes in his whole fucking
It is all.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's why I give my dad my shoes. Okay, it's like just take them. What about you, bro?
What was it for people I look up to?
Idols.
role models,
Yeah,
idols, whoever.
yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Man, I mean, obviously up there. I'm not even gonna say it. Dude, Kanye's up there.
Bro, please.
Is that
Hey,
is that
this is
crazy
safe
to say in
space.
23?
This
in
is-
2024. I mean,
This is a
that
safe
okay?
space, okay?
Bro.
Because
Okay,
we
that's
are
good.
Kanye fans.
Bro, we love Kanye.
Tay is the biggest Kanye fan out of all of us, even though we're all big Kanye fans.
Yeah.
But it's delicate. But again, you're safe here.
course.
So fuck you if you just tune
For
out right
reals,
now.
man.
I mean, just like the journey, you can see it anywhere. But like for him to just have done so much and come from like so little, it's just
Yeah.
like, I mean, obviously, how does that not hit home?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely somebody I look up to. But besides that, I think a big one for a while has always just been like Michael Jackson. Just like
Please
so,
let them know.
so like multifaceted is crazy. I don't know. He just stunned the world,
Right.
And I feel like that's like what I want to. That's a principle I want to do in everything that I try to like pick up as a skill.
Yeah.
It's like just make something cool is all I ever tell to myself.
Right.
Like I just want to make things that look like magic, honestly.
Yeah.
And like I'm a ways away from it, but like I know that I want to do it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I want to do.
Yeah, for sure. While we're on Michael Jackson, bro, I literally just found out this fool had a patent for the bottom of his shoe. Where like he would do that fucking
Yeah, dude. The fucking
lean,
peg
yeah.
or whatever.
He has like
yeah.
a peg, like
Yeah.
There were pegs on the stage.
on the
Yeah.
stage, and then he'd have like a thing that hooked onto it, so he'd be like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
Still
that's crazy.
hard to do.
Yeah,
If you look at because you would see his old performances and they're still amazing, right? But when he leans, that guy is you guys are probably better at math than I am, but this degree, you guys
Let me calculate that real quick.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
like that.
What do you mean
Like
by
he would
that?
be like so close to this is the ground, this is him.
Right.
he's like,
No, it was
what-
crazy. It was
45 degrees?
Yeah.
Shit.
it's so crazy.
It was crazy. And I like when I was like, I owned like the little DVD where with like all of his compilation of music videos and like some like little biography in it.
Yeah.
Right.
And like my brain at like 10 years old, I was watching it, couldn't comprehend what it was. And so I was like training for it.
That's crazy.
I was like stretching my legs and my calves, thinking that I was gonna get to like that angle one day. I'd be like, I know, and I'd end up doing like a push up or just like hit my face. And my mom was like unsure whether or not like I was gonna be successful in life.
Based on
She was like, "So what is he gonna do?" Because I'd just be in the living room practicing Thriller. And then like I'd be reading books, right, and studying all the time, and then my free time, instead of like hanging out with kids like a normal child,
Right.
I'd be like practicing how to dance to the Michael Jackson music videos.
Yeah.
just making
sure.
making robots and dancing to Michael Jackson.
That was it.
Crazy combo.
Who is this kid?
I made a Michael Jackson robot, mom.
Oh damn, that'd be fire.
That's
She's like, "This is what I came to America for."
for Michael Jackson Jr.
No, those are safe idols, man. Like,
Yeah.
don't be ashamed of that shit, man. We fuck with Kanye, we fuck with Michael Jackson. I mean, I came up, my mom and dad, they all listened to Michael Jackson and shit. But like when I was growing up, Michael Jackson was being like made fun of and shit.
Yeah, we grew up in that era.
We grew up
for
in the
sure.
era where like South Park was on his ass and shit, like going crazy on him. But man, we fuck with his music over here heavy.
Yeah, I'm a big pop fan, so he's the king of pop, and you
Yes,
listen
of
to
course.
his whole discography, and then it's crazy how many hidden gems are even there. As mainstream as he is, he's the most listened to dude.
Yeah.
but there's some gems that a lot of people don't pass around, so we're big fans. Kanye too, and I want to, with you guys, like what you're, or I can't even speak. Oh my god, hold on. But
I know
just
something
with
about
your
a microphone in front of you just makes it so much harder.
you're just juggling all these thoughts and words, but like with just how we see Kanye, it's always the artistry because
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
the social shit, and plus he does add to it, yes. But then when you get the two mixed up, it gets fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
If you look at all the art he's made, whether it's like music, fashion, even the random like influences he's had on like architecture, because I love his views on architecture.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the way
yeah.
he sets up his buildings and his like Wyoming home when he had that. It's really amazing, and it comes from the craziest dude. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do
It's
you
crazy.
expect? Vincent Van Gogh fucking cut his ear off.
He knows what he's doing, man.
It's
so wild.
And everything he does, everyone wants to do it. You look
Yep.
at the
Yeah.
Yeezys, every other shoe looks like a Yeezy now.
right.
That-
And you're like, everything he touches, everyone wants to do. How can
Yeah.
you not respect that part at least?
It's so
Yeah.
true, man. Especially with like the earth tones and every
Earth tones,
earth
bro.
tones, and
Yeah.
I feel like he really put that out there.
Yeah.
The browns and the grays and the light greens and shit
The
like that.
fit. Oh my God, everybody's wearing his fit. And also, I'm a Jerry boy, but anybody that's like a Jerry boy, I'm Jerry boy in spirit. Can't afford the price tag. But anybody that's in that aesthetic also comes from Kanye too. So it's
Yeah,
just like, it's
100%.
just
True.
all broad.
Kanye was the one that put me on Fear of God.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
he
Back
definitely-
in 2015.
Yeah, 2015,
yeah.
2016 era, like he was the one that was like really rocking that shit.
Yeah.
He always had that shit on.
Yeah. And then even the people that you look at are inspired by him as well. Like Travis Scott's a
Yeah.
big person that everyone wants to emulate.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kanye, like Kanye influence
Seriously.
right there. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole good music era. It's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
Fridays.
Yeah.
Fridays were going fucking absolutely dummy. Yeah.
And you guys are from Utah too, right?
I was born and raised here. Yeah.
Born and raised. You too.
I'm from the East Coast. I was born in New York, raised
dope.
mostly in New Jersey.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What brought you here to Utah?
My dad's job. I moved here when I was like 12.
Oh nice.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah. The New York life is great when you're like single or married, but like when you have kids and a family, it's a bit hectic. And my dad
I'm
kind of
sure.
wanted to.
What part
Relax.
of like New York?
I was born in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I've never been to New York. Furthest I've been is Philly. But-
Okay.
Because New York is one of those like dream destinations for me. I was like, because we love to go shopping, and of course, when we're gonna go shopping, we want to go fucking all the cool spots.
Yeah.
So I was like, we'll wait until we're big, business trip.
Exactly. No, New York is
That's
our
it.
Yeah.
destination too. We want to eventually be cemented in New York as well.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
I got the fam out there. Yeah, I got family out there.
That's
Lives
sick.
in Rochester.
Have you been?
Never been. I've been when I was like 2 years old. I don't remember that shit. Yeah. I don't remember that shit at all. But my dad and my brother lives out there now. I definitely want to pop out there too.
You got to visit them, man. It's
Yeah,
a
bro.
different world.
We all gotta
Yeah.
visit them.
Bro,
We'll all,
we're all going.
We're all gonna go.
We'll all stay there.
Yeah, we're all going, bro. All day. What's some advice that you guys would give to someone starting out their own clothing business or just business in general?
My advice, it'd be stolen advice. It didn't come from me, but I saw this. I think it was an interview or a podcast with Rick Rubin, I believe, and what he said was, the audience should come last when you're actually making what you're making. So I think I took that, and that one really hit home for me with Garden Kid and
Right.
the videos and everything, where I was like, you got to stay true to what you want and
Of
as
course.
authentic as possible, and that's what'll generate you money, like views, and
Right.
the audience will
Yeah.
like it. If you just try to do things that please the audience, it's just going to become generic, boring,
Right.
dead stuff. So I took that, and that's what I've been trying to implement, and I feel like I'm not in the place to give advice because I'm still new at this. We're still
course.
learning. So I feel like the best I could do is relay advice that I use, which would be that stay true to the art.
Going
But I think
crazy.
it's great too when you're in the beginning, because a lot of us are, a lot of us are finding our voice, finding the language, that are trying to present ourselves or find ourselves within
Right.
all this, right? So it's important for those guys to hear. Like, I don't think it has to always come from the highest source.
Yeah.
But it's just like, dude, we're all in it together. That's the coolest thing about Utah too. All the creatives, and you look at it in reality, we're all just doing it together at this point.
Right.
So I think it's important to share those feelings, because even with you guys speaking here today, I'm like, dude, yeah, we go through the same shit, like every
Yeah,
single thing,
seriously.
like
Yeah.
everything down to the partnership, to the fucking workload, to the balance of life, to even the conception or like the concepts that you make in your head. Like it's
Yeah.
all the same. Like
Right.
it's those same emotions.
really is.
Yeah.
And it's a unique perspective because when you see most big podcasts and like big interviews and with big people, you're like, okay, it's easy for this person to say because they're rich, they made it.
right.
But I feel like us, you guys, everyone that's in our boat, we have a unique perspective of we haven't made it yet.
Right.
So we're just talking you through what we go through on a daily basis, which is another thing that you can use because we're not talking about, 20 years ago, I had to do this, this, and this. Our information is very relevant because
Right.
we're literally doing it right now.
Yeah.
So like whatever advice I give you, I'm literally doing it right now,
Exactly.
So it's a unique perspective.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's almost like a weird dynamic here in Utah because I feel like people are just like popping up and they don't know that anyone else exists.
Yeah.
At least in my situation, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm only now because I've been in search of it and like it's my daily day-to-day. I'm just thinking about how to improve creatively, how to branch out, how to meet new people, how to like make friends in all of this mess that is like a creative space.
Right.
And like before any of that thought process, you don't know that other people exist. Like you don't know who's around you. You don't know how many
It's
people have
so
been involved
true.
in what.
Yeah. That's true.
There's just like so many walls, and even sometimes I feel like a lot of people's ego kind of gets in the way of all of it.
Most definitely.
If not, like I feel like Utah would have skyrocketed right now because I've met some insanely talented people in this state
Right.
who just like haven't been given the opportunity. I mean, same goes for like any place, but like
Yeah.
especially here where you just don't hear about creative people popping out of, like we aren't an LA or a New York
Right.
kind of place.
Right.
But there's like so much potential for like
Yeah.
the infrastructure of that creative hub here.
100%. I mean, that's something that we agree with wholeheartedly because we we talk about it pretty openly. Like people need to bring down their walls a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of bring more people in, especially when we have momentum now.
Right.
Like there's something happening. I can't really pinpoint whether it's like outside influences moving
exactly
here, people
right, yeah.
moving here. You
Yeah.
know, there's like something changing in the city
I like
where
this
we're
guy.
like,
He's a
I
good
like
guy.
you guys too, man. You guys fucking tight.
Dude, this guy's like
He's a good
speaking
guy, bro.
my mind.
I know you
I'm sorry,
fucking
keep-
level like taste to taste, man. It's the same shit,
keep
bro.
going, please.
Yes,
I don't
chef.
wanna cut you off.
But yes, chef. But it's just there's something happening where people want to do something, especially
Right.
this generation that we're in, like that want to have a voice. Like we just have to lean into it, and if we lean into it, we can tap into our own potential. Because Utah, I don't feel like we're gonna be like other cities, like which is good because we have an influence of like nature here. We have like so many activities to do, but I think we have to just bring more culture and nightlife
Yeah.
to please everyone because you know we have something very special that people don't know what it can be. It's like the way that I look at Seattle, that vibe of that city. I love that vibe, and also I'm speaking on my ass because I haven't been. But like, let me explain, dog. Let me explain, bro. Let me explain,
Nah,
dog.
save
Like,
this. Let's
so
hear
yeah,
it.
like I follow. I need to go out, bro. I shouldn't
Okay,
have said that
Batman.
anyway.
He's overlooking
Shit.
the city. He goes,
You know,
from what I've seen in the
yeah,
comic
yeah.
books, it's like it
It's
seems like
fucking tight. Twilight is fucking amazing, bro. Forks. So it's just like the brands that pop out there, the creators that popping out there, and plus they're surrounded by trees, beautiful waters, like everything that I love. So I feel like we can tap into something like that here. We're like, let's just everything that's amazing about the state. Let's just fucking bring it up to 100 with just bringing outside creative people and then like having a hub here.
No, this is definitely turning into art city. I can feel that same
Yeah.
shift. We talk about it all the time. Like, dude, we can be the ones that we can ride the wave and everyone grows. We can lead the wave. Whatever happens, it's on an upward trajectory, and I love it. Like outside of us, like everything.
Trust, bro. We've had many creatives, brand owners, music artists coming on here that are saying the exact same things.
Oh yeah.
You know, so trust, we're not the only ones that are thinking this. Like, bro, we're about to
Now
go
you can
crazy.
feel it. Yeah, yeah.
Feel it, bro. We're about to go crazy.
Yeah.
I
We're
know.
about to go so crazy.
Off the menu, fucking crazy studio.
Yeah.
Come to our
Yes,
studio
sir.
downtown.
2024.
Yeah.
2024.
2024.
Bro,
damn.
we're doing
This
it.
year.
Sifu, start taking notes.
Yeah, write that one down. yeah, we'll write that one down.
Man, we've talked a lot about, you know, like business and clothing brands and things, but what do you guys like to do for fun, man? Like, what do you guys do for fun out here?
I mean, he was right. The nature is beautiful. I love the views. Sometimes just, you know, you gotta disconnect. You just go for a drive, and there's a canyon 5 minutes from everyone. I feel
Yeah.
like
Seriously.
we're in a very beautiful, unique spot where it's like you don't have to drive an hour or two to go to the mountains. You're in the mountains all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just love experiencing the nature. I'm a big sports guy. I watch, play
crazy.
sports. Literally coming off an ankle sprain right now from basketball.
Going
I can
crazy.
see that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shout out to all the boys.
Let 'em
They
know,
see me
man.
sprain my ankle every 2 days. So
Crazy.
yeah, every time I touch that basketball court, I'm going down. But still love it. Love sports. Yeah, honestly, those are the things that I love. But honestly, the brand is the main thing that I've just been dedicating all my time to.
Grinding it out, man.
And it doesn't feel like work, and it doesn't feel like I need to disconnect from it all the time because I love it so much. So
Right.
Yeah.
it's just part of my fun side
Right.
too. There's work,
Of course.
and
of
fun,
course.
but it bleeds into both.
Yeah.
What about you, brother?
I mean, I agree to an extent because I'm the kind of guy who's like coming from an immigrant household, and it's just always like, what are you gonna do for work? And I'm just trying. I'm like, okay, how can I make this into work? How can I
Right.
monetize this?
Yeah.
So I've slowly monetized everything that I did for fun,
Good.
which I don't know if is a
yeah.
good thing because like at the end of the day, it does sort of feel like work. But like making videos was just something I started doing for fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's like something that I kind of get paid out of, and it's just like a crazy feeling. But like now, is it work or is it fun? You know, like it's
supposed
like,
to be both, man. That's
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
goal, man.
it's
You're
supposed to be
what you
both
love,
for
right?
sure, for sure. But then it's like trying to find a balance between the two, so you don't end up hating
Right.
it.
Right.
So I mean, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy making videos. So like that's something I do for fun. I love nature too. Like if it's during summer or spring, you're always gonna see me on a hike.
Good.
I love that.
Place to be.
It is. It is. And I've been DJing a lot recently.
Go on.
Oh,
Which is
crazy.
like I
Motion.
love
Okay.
it.
Nice.
Like I love it. I I try not to sound like the guy that hopped on like the wave of DJs right now.
Amen.
Right.
So like, shout out to my brother who put me on to like electronic music. So like, I have been into DJing before any of you guys were into DJing. So don't come at me. But I did start coming out onto the scene and like looking for gigs for it only recently.
Okay.
And on top of that, snowboarding. I love
snowboarding.
snowboarding.
Big
It's
snowboarding.
so fun.
My brother's been telling me to get out there because he's like, dude,
Have you ever been?
when I was a kid. But then I just like when I remember I couldn't afford the pass for like a long time. And then other than that, you just kind of get stuck in your ways and you're doing your thing. And I just never went up. But I like longboard in the summertime. So I was like, I know I would like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's a different movement. It's a different sport. It's a different everything. But I was like, I know I would like it. It's just taking the time to go up to the mountain on a weekend. And then also, yeah, just like wanting to dedicate myself my time to it.
That's how it is.
My
And, like,
problem, bro, is anytime I get into anything, I'm dumping money into it.
True
Like,
that,
you know,
yeah.
I'm going right in. I know snowboarding is one of those things where I fucking, I'm dumping everything in that bitch.
Yeah.
For sure.
no,
but
and
you
I-
can do it on a budget.
Yeah.
You
can, and we've like
I do
figured
it on
out.
a budget. I got my snowboard, boots, bindings, everything for like $100. Like
Going
it's already
crazy.
teleused
Damn.
stuff. It's like no. It wasn't Temu. It was like super used, but it works.
It does the job,
True.
Does the
and
job.
it doesn't do a bad job. But I'm in the same boat. And the funny that you mentioned it, because like we don't have the privilege of like winter sports.
Right.
I never did, but then like getting a taste of it was insane. Like this season,
I know that would be the same.
this season I won an Icon Pass. I didn't buy it. I couldn't afford an Icon
shit.
Pass. I won it,
Okay.
Wow.
and so that's the only reason I'm up there like as often as I can.
Yeah, we've been
Right.
going crazy on this.
We've been going pretty
Yeah.
frequently, which is
Yeah.
kind of wild, and we're still garbage. we're still ass. Still ass.
but we're up there though.
I just want to ride down and just coast all the way down.
Oh,
Too,
it's
man.
insane
Yeah.
feeling.
That's what
It's
I'm
so
trying to do.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Is-
I mean, even doing it like longboarding for years, because I would just take out my board and just go for like hours and just go wherever, and it was a dope feeling just being free, just going down bombing hills.
Yeah.
So I know I would like it, especially being up in the mountain that high. Never been myself, so I mean, aside from when I was like 12 years old, so,
Right.
yeah, I know I would like it, but shit, you guys are selling it.
Yeah.
And it's so peaceful because like it's
Yeah.
even when it's like snowing or even if it's just like the snow on the ground, it sounds like it's all audio proof. It's just so quiet up there.
Yeah.
It's true, man. When the snow's dropping,
When the
It's
snow is
like
falling,
beautiful.
it's
like
Yeah.
I've never been
beautiful.
snowboarding, but like I mean, when you just like when I go outside to walk my dog or smoke or some shit, like it is like very. It's a weird quiet. It's like
It is a weird
Yeah.
quiet.
It's like
yeah.
filtered quiet outside.
Somber.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I
Still?
don't know. How
Still is a good way
kind
to
of
put it.
still, kind
Still,
of still
yeah.
in a way.
I love the snow. I'm a Utah kid too, so I get like bummed out during the winter when there's not hella snow. Even
so
though
sad.
driving in it is crazy. Especially
It's
my-
interesting that you love snow, but you don't like snowboard or anything. Because
Yeah.
I don't like snow that much because it's just inconvenient. I like it for a little bit, but because of snowboarding, now I'm like, I can't wait for it to snow.
Well,
'cause it's so fun.
It's funny, like you just made me realize I do everything else with snow aside from snowboarding. Like when I was a kid making
Oh, okay.
igloos, snowball fights, we're sledding every weekend.
Sledding
as
going
kids.
crazy.
You know,
right.
tubing. Like we're doing all sorts of snow activities. It's really just kind of the holdback of just going up to the mountain and paying that damn pass, man. Especially
Yeah.
like
No, it's too much.
And I
Too
can't
much.
have too many excuses because my brother, he likes to snowboard and he's like, dude, all my shit's back at home. Just grab it from the parents' house and just take it out. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go up next weekend.
Fuck, man.
Put them on the spot.
So actually, we have an event next weekend.
Didn't you send us an email? about something this weekend?
We're booked on Saturday. We don't film Saturdays though, but okay.
This Saturday we are.
No, I'll take you guys up on it at some point. I promise.
I'd love to go.
We'll all
Yeah.
go up, man.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be
No,
fire.
it's such a vibe.
That'd be so sick. You are not.
No, you're never too
we
old.
got it. We'll
Well,
take
then
Tay too,
You are,
man.
you are never too old because I saw a 70-year-old man on skis,
Really?
and he was nasty.
He's going
Yeah.
Like
crazy.
you're never too old. And this
I've been doing
guy,
this forever.
That's it, dude. This guy, he doesn't look like he could like run. Period. Like, and he was like, he was skiing like really nice. It was impressive. I've seen elderly people up there. You can do it. You can do it.
We gotta try it, man. That's that's the next thing I'm gonna do, man.
This is the place to try it. I mean, like one of our friends, I'm gonna give another shout out. That's my main thing on this. I was giving shout outs, but
It's all
Abdul,
good.
he was like, yo,
No, don't shut up, Abdul.
don't shout him out. Take it back.
Edit it out.
Nah, he was like, you guys have to take advantage because the mountains are so close. You can rent all your stuff because he was giving me the perspective of like we on our license plate says greatest snow on earth.
Right.
Yeah.
There's people that will pay for a flight, pay for a car, pay for staying at a resort,
Right.
rent all their stuff. They don't know the discounts. They're paying insane prices
Right.
for multiple days, and then they gotta return the car, flight back. It's like thousands of dollars.
People come here just for the fucking
Right?
Yeah.
You hear
So
people
we're
speaking in like
blessed.
German. You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
hear every language up on the slope, and
Right.
it's just like people traveling to get here.
Yeah, and so we're blessed. So
That's
it's
so
a great
crazy.
opportunity.
What a
Yeah.
crazy perspective. I've never thought about that. This whole time I lived in Utah, I ain't never been. I've never gone snowboarding at all. But you're
got
right.
it, bro.
People do come
That's
here
what I'm
just to go
saying.
snowboarding.
Dude, we can find Bigfoot out there, bro.
Bro,
I
see?
promise.
I'm going crazy. Here we go.
Let's do it. Here
we go.
You guys are down, dude. You guys are fucking tight, bro.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Man.
How long have you guys been doing your thing? Like how did the podcast come about? Where did this come from?
Shit,
Oh,
man.
man.
Where do we even begin?
Whose brainchild was it?
I mean,
Shout outs to Tay, man.
shout outs to Tay. He's been
Shout out
pushing
Tay.
us to do this before COVID.
We were supposed
Oh,
to
wow.
start
Yeah.
this like during COVID.
It was he mentioned it like before lockdown, and then during lockdown he's like, yeah, dude, we need to fucking do this. And then we waited 2 years to kind of really say yes to the idea. Like he was like, do you want to do this? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then it just kind of snowballed. We got the Roadcaster, got the mics, and then we were just experimenting for a good 3 months. So I want to say we've been doing this for a year, experimenting with it a year and a half.
Yeah.
About
For the longest time, though, we were just like, what do we even talk about? Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck even wants to hear us? Like,
I know that's how you get past
know?
anything. Like who
Yeah,
wants to
it's
watch
like,
one of my
who the
videos?
fuck's gonna want to, like, what do I have to say? Like, what value do I have to give? That was really like the reason
Yeah.
why we didn't start it back in COVID. And then finally we were just like, you know what? Let's just try it out. And I
Love
mean,
that.
from the beginning, like we did not know it was gonna turn into this.
No.
Like
Right.
we were
No.
just gonna chop it up and talk about fashion and shoes and conspiracies
and just be
like,
fun and
be
just
fun.
you know just like talk about what we want to like to talk, or
Right.
what we like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason it just like we had our first guest Ebe, the boy Ebe, shout out to Ebe.
Shout outs Eve one time.
He was on an episode and then we just like that's kind of fun, so we started booking more guests.
Right.
But it started to provide a lot more value than we had thought, so we just like
Right.
let's just keep on booking guests, and then people just want to be on. So it's been a crazy year
Yeah.
doing it, but we just been consistent. Like every week, it's just like we gotta have guests, we gotta have
I've been
bookings.
seeing
We're
it.
just in
I've been
there.
seeing
Like
it.
every
Yeah.
month, like every month, we're booking for the next month. We're getting multiple people hitting us up all the time. We're reaching out to different people, different creatives. It's been fun, man.
That's
I never,
so sick.
I never thought
That's
it
Yeah.
was gonna be
Not
this.
to mention this, like the change in processes, the change in
Yeah.
the set, the change in everything. Like it's been
It's
kind of
crazy.
cool. It's just been gradual, but
Yeah.
we've all been putting in the work, so it's been nice.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
You guys, I feel like you guys are at a good spot right now. This is
Yeah.
amazing location.
Thank
you
you,
guys
bro.
look like you
Thank
have
you so
everything
much.
figured out.
Yeah.
It seems very organized. I was like, you said for us. I know we're not
From the
organized. but
outside in.
you guys look organized.
I had
trying
no
to
idea
be, man.
this guy's
I mean,
Bruce Wayne.
it comes down to freaking Bruce Wayne, bro. Even though I don't do any of the planning
Moose
for
Wayne.
some reason.
Moose Wayne.
Moose Wayne.
Moose Wayne.
What
You guys
the
said that?
fuck?
You just dropped that?
We just dropped that, man. It's
Yo.
Moose
Dude,
Wayne.
when this episode drops, my name dropping on my IG, bro. This is
New username, new
That's
new
fuck-
handle.
I can't breathe right now. Oh, shit.
Fuck, man.
No, I forgot what I was gonna say again. Damn, but it comes down to the team. You know, like we have all these moving parts. You know, and I know my spot. I'm like a cast member. I like being in here with the guests and going through, getting to know them, even setting up the questions. Yeah. Even though we've gotten to a point where the questions don't even matter. It's like the individuals in the seat.
Yeah. Right.
And we can just riff and we can play ball. So it's like, it's been a lot of fun just being in my spot, but ups to everyone else making everything happen, down to the reels, down to the editing, down to the post, down to even everything that Seafood does behind camera. Dude.
Right.
It's not possible without the team.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, that's sick. And honestly, you guys are shouting out the team a lot, and you're not giving yourself enough credit, dude. You're good at this,
bro. You haven't heard me.
So good at this.
You're good at this, bro.
Thank you. Fuck, come from you, dude.
Bro, come on.
The dynamic duos.
This is a professional podcast. This is
Stop it.
Thank you so much, dude.
Podcast.
I can't fucking breathe again.
I'm starting to think
I kind
that's
of
not
get
okay.
sad. I kind of get sad when Moose isn't on, because Moose like really helps me out and like helps me fill in like different different areas where I'm just like, Moose is really my guy for that, bro. So shout out to Moose one time.
Thank you,
guy.
But I was gonna say, I was like, you haven't heard most of the episodes because I was talking about how cute I am and shit. So I gas myself up just as much, but for different reasons. And I'm Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne.
Oh my god,
Wayne,
that's fucking amazing. Thank you guys for blessing me with that.
Shout outs the whole podcast team though. Shout outs Pete. Shout outs Tay. We all do a good job at really helping each other go crazy.
Nah, yeah, it doesn't feel like you guys started a year and a half ago. You said,
I mean, year actually posting, but formulating it for a year and a half. Really.
Yeah. No, it doesn't feel like that at all.
Thank you, man.
If you told me you guys were in this game for like 8 years, 9 years, I'd be like, oh. For sure.
801 leakers.
I'm flattered, bro. Going crazy.
It just feels so good to hear that kind of feedback, because for us, we're just in it and we're just kind of doing it. So hearing that you guys like appreciate being here, that means the world does, because we appreciate every guest that gets to be on here.
Just so much value from everybody.
So much.
No, likewise with us too. No, for sure.
Yeah. Man, we're coming to that time now, you guys. I'm sad. It's been a fun episode, man.
It's been a fun episode.
It's been a super fun episode. So we do this segment on the show. It's called the Chef Special. It's kind of just some free advice, some free game. I know we kind of touched on it a little bit, as far as business, but I mean, as anything in life, just to share with our viewers, man. Any words of encouragement, free game, whatever it may be. What's your Chef Special, bro?
Okay, I would say it's a competing brand. It's Nike's slogan. Just do it.
Going crazy.
That's our competition right there.
Yeah.
No, I would say whatever you're doing, like whatever you want to do. I've told a lot of my friends that are also unsure, and I'm not here to be the guy whatever advice I give is golden. But dude, for me, what's worked for me is I've always been into fashion, and I always thought, dude, I can't just have a clothing brand. That's not. That maybe it's out in LA, maybe that's where that happens. Like I can't just do it. It's not a thing. Right. But dude, you have to do what you love. Right. Because maybe you can't drop everything. That's fair. That's not realistic sometimes. But you're going to school. You're a kid in middle school, high school, college. You got a job, whatever. And maybe you feel like you're too old. You've had a job for 10, 15 years.
Never too late.
Never too late. Just start on the side a little bit. Like, oh, I have this idea. I want to make a podcast. Okay. How to start a podcast? Exactly. What equipment do I need? Okay. I want to start a clothing brand. Let me just pour a little bit of my resources into it and see what it can become. And it's like, okay, I'm really enjoying it. And as that grows, your love for it will grow. And that can be the thing that you can then switch all your attention to. And you can get out of the job that you don't like. You can get out of that mental state of, I'm just in school to just get a degree and do this job. So I would say just believing in yourself and really going for it and taking a step and trying. Just try. Yeah. All that we can do in life is try.
100%. So, yeah. That first step is all you need.
Yeah.
That's
Seriously.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
What about you?
Can you repeat the question?
What's your Chef Special, bro? Going crazy.
Dude, I think what it's probably something I wish I would have been there to like tell myself at a younger age. And I mean, you can always say something like just start it off, just like really take the initiative to begin it. But I think for me, it was just like I was so caught up with myself, worried about like what my image was gonna look like to the world, to people around me, to of course the parents. you know, just like no one really understanding where you wanted to take whatever it is that you wanted to do. So I think my biggest piece of advice would be like, if you care enough about your own life, you have to stop caring about others in terms of like how they're perceiving you.
Right. Absolutely.
It's gotta be
such a good one.
It's gotta be like totally up to you. It's just we're so limited with like the time that we have to accomplish whatever it is that we even like remotely want to do. Is that so? Like, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah. That's like actually one of my New Year's resolutions. Just like not let all the other bullshit get to me. Especially like I've always had a problem ever since I was young, is like just caring if people like me. And now that we're in this position where we're putting ourselves out there, like I'm just like, I can't do that. I can't do that, especially this early in the game. Like I 100% can't do that. So that what you said is like, it resonates with me 100%.
It's true. Yeah. Like when I first started doing off days, like after we did More About Nothing, we were really self-conscious. I was really self-conscious about putting out my own brand, you know, especially after coming from like the things that we were doing previously, man. I was like, but something just hit me like, you know what? Like, fuck everybody. Like, I'm going to just do what I want. Like, I'm going to just put out what I want. I'm going to just do what I want. And, you know, when I first did off days, like, I feel like it went very, very well.
Yeah.
You know, like,
you killed it, bro.
Yeah, we were going super fucking crazy with it. So, you know, I like that advice.
I tell you, you had the best area. And that pop-up, dude, your installment was crazy, bro.
Shout out.
He came out here with 2x4s and freaking screws, man. He was nailing shit in.
This was at $1 in a Dream.
Yeah.
It was where we first launched where I first launched off days. I don't know if you guys 2019. You guys familiar with Nimbus?
Yeah.
Vic and all them.
Yeah,
like
shout out
those
Vic,
are the guys. That's family right there, bro. Well, they approached me probably like a little bit before off days actually became something. They were like, bro, we want to throw a pop-up. We want it to be the biggest pop-up, biggest thing that we've done, or, you know, Utah's ever seen. And man, still to this day, I don't think anyone's ever thrown anything like that. But we got a spot at the Mountain America Expo Center. Vic had the link for that, and we threw a pop-up with like, man, over 20 vendors. We had
Oh, you guys held it
Yeah.
like a big, like your own convention.
That's
so sick.
They hosted it. They did everything.
We had like
insane.
15 music artists there. We had
Whoa.
we had a stage set up, bro. We had like art installations in that bitch. We had Super Smash Bros tournament going.
Oh, that's so sick.
Bro,
It was sick.
it was like we charged $1. It was called $1 in a Dream, so we just charged $1 at the door.
Dude, what?
Wow.
Where have you guys? Are you guys trying to like do this more frequently? What
Bro,
the hell?
Oh, dude.
we
just wait.
talked about it, bro.
Where-
We talked
when am
about
I
it.
gonna actually be able to visit it? That's
We're
insane.
we're in the works. We talking about that
Yeah.
shit. $1 in a Dream 2 is coming very soon. Like,
Dude,
Yeah,
gotta
we
make it
want
happen.
in on that.
with
Bro.
inflation, $2, $2 and a dream.
No, for sure, man. When we make it happen, bro, like we've met so many cool different artists, whether it's music, brand owners, like bro. I want to even try to add food in this one and have people come out and like vend food and shit, you know. So like, bro, this next $1 in a Dream is gonna be the biggest one.
It's gonna be
like,
wild.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
We've met so many cool people along this journey and along the way, bro. We have to get everybody in.
Dude, yeah.
We're gonna
Even
do
if
a
it's
live-
just to support, we're there, bro.
yeah,
We're
no,
there.
bro.
Yeah.
You guys are in there with a booth and everything, bro. We're
That'd
gonna,
be fire.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
a live podcast in that bitch.
Oh, that's sick.
We're gonna do
damn.
TED
So
Talks,
sick.
bro. We're gonna do some TED Talks in that bitch. We're gonna have
Damn,
Tell
dude.
scary
our
stories?
guests. Yeah, bro.
That's so sick.
It's fine.
Bro, it's gonna happen, bro.
Comic Con
wild.
meetup.
Yeah,
Moose
bro.
Wayne Fund.
Moose Wayne. The introduction to Moose Wayne.
But it was dope, man. It was,
Dude, that
it was
is
nothing
actually
like we've
insane.
ever seen. I don't think, you know, we had a host, we had DJs out, we had set times for all these different music artists. We went from 7 all the way to like 11 or some shit. I don't know.
Wow.
No, 2 all the way until like 9.
No, it was
Yeah.
all day until
It was like all day.
Yeah,
bro. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
We had the Henny in the back going crazy. we were going absolutely dummy, bro.
Dude, let's run it back. Let's
Bro,
go
we
again,
got to,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
We know
That is
so many.
so
bro,
sick.
we met so many cool people, bro. You're
Yeah,
definitely
bro.
one of the ones we gotta have in there for sure.
Thank you.
We'd
For
love
sure.
to. We'd
Yeah,
love to.
for
And
sure.
and the way we talked about the cultures growing, this one would just naturally just
Oh,
be bigger.
man.
Dude.
Naturally
I
get
know.
bigger.
Insane.
One of the biggest events
Bro.
in all Salt Lake City.
I'm
in
just-
history.
Once this happens, it's gonna have to be a yearly thing. Once
It
$1 in a
has to.
Dream 2
Yeah.
happens, it's gonna have to be a 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bro, until
Just
forever,
keep it
bro.
going.
It's got to keep going, bro. It's got to be like
Yeah.
a sneaker con type shit.
That would be
yeah, bro.
sick.
It's got to be something like that for sure, and it's probably gonna happen, bro, very soon. We'll keep you
Let's
guys
do
in
it.
touch, man.
Let's
Yeah,
do it,
bro.
man.
We'll keep you guys
But
posted.
what about you guys? I really wanted to hear your answers to that. Like what are you guys cooking up? What's the chef special?
Our chef special?
Yeah.
Wow, no, a guest has never asked us about this before.
There's no way.
crap.
Episode 52.
My God, no, yeah, you guys are the
Special
Man,
number.
thank
Oh,
you guys.
Yeah,
man.
that was
what the fuck?
We're never on the receiving end of that. How do we? What do we do?
I didn't even fucking think of one. Go ahead, you go
No,
first.
For me, it's always just find your happy place. Like anything that makes you happy, you gotta find it. You know, like whether it's like owning a business, making your own art, or maybe even having your own family. Like anything that makes you happy, you just have to find that happy place, and that's gonna be your home. So
It's fire.
It's so true, man. I think for me, I'm just gonna go off of like our slogans for both brands, man. Like, you know, the slogan for Off Days is "Enjoy Yours," and really how that came about is just like really enjoying anything and everything that you do, whether it's on your off days, while you're working, whatever it is you do. You gotta enjoy yours because you know what? Nothing lasts forever, man.
hell yeah.
Nothing lasts forever. So it's
Had
like
to get
you
it
gotta
perfect.
get it. You gotta get it while you can.
That's fire.
You always got to get it while you can, and nothing is always for sure, man. Nothing in life is certain but death. So you always got to find ways to always enjoy yourself, in any situation. You know, anytime you're doing anything, you know, relationships, business, whatever it might be. Always try to find the good and the positive in all of it. You know, because like we said earlier, man, life can be so serious. I have two kids, one on the way.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
I have
congrats,
I
bro.
have a
Yeah.
family, and it, you know, life can get very serious. Right now. I own a business, you know, so
Right.
like things always be getting very serious for me, man. So the way that we try to decompress is doing shit like this, you know,
Right.
talking to
Yeah.
good people, and you know the clothing, throwing pop-ups and creating, making garments and things that we like to wear ourselves. You know, we're super into fashion and things, so I really just try to find the positivity in everything, man.
It's a great
You
one.
really
So
do.
anything
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
do, spending time with the fam, working in the business, working in our businesses and our ventures that we're doing, man. It's all of it is fun, man. You know, and we plan to keep it that way. When we take it too serious, it's just like, oh,
Yeah, I know. We go there, then we come back, but it's always
Yeah.
that's where the center is, you know,
Right.
because we have that, and it's because owning a business can get serious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, and guys butt heads. It happens, but even that, it's just like it's such a small part of it.
Right.
The most of the benefit comes from the creations and those like communities that we make, and then us even just getting to spend time together too. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And there's beauty in
Yeah.
all of it. Even when we butt heads, the end result is the best product that
Yeah,
does come out of it, you know?
100%.
So
Yeah.
You know, you know, it happens all the time here. We're always, you know, everyone, like, you know, when we're working in teams, everyone's going to have their differences. But
Yeah.
you know, as long as we can find that common ground and work with each other to make sure that everybody gets a little bit of what they want, you know, there's going to be some sacrifices, but, you know, there's always a give, you know, give and
Right.
give with everything that we do in life. So just making sure you're always trying to find that balance, you know, with everything, relationships, business, creativity, all of it,
100%.
man. You always got to try to find that balance. So.
for sure.
It's easy to get lost in all of it, for sure.
Seriously, man. We always.
Yeah.
I feel like I be getting lost in the sauce a little too much sometimes, but you know, I always gotta bring myself back. You know, my kids, my family helps me come back down from that. Doing this specifically, man. Having a you know weekly, you know, taking some time, 2 times every week to come and talk to some cool like-minded folks. You know, it's been good. It's been good for the mental.
And especially this conversation too, we have a lot of shared experience here and there. Of course, aside from like the details, like everything that is really there, like going through those ups and downs. So
Right.
yeah, it's cool, man. Like it makes me feel better about everything that we do.
Yeah.
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 Seriously. All day, man.
All day. We can keep on going all day. We keep
You've been shouting people out this whole episode, man.
Yeah, bro.
but
You guys
know
show
what?
love. I like that, man.
You know what, man? I'm gonna just give you like 1-2 minutes to just shout out. Both you guys, you can shout out whoever you want. We're about the end of the episode, you guys. This is episode 52.
52.
Thank you guys for coming on, man. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the information. You guys sharing your
Thank
journey.
you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so
Man,
much.
no,
we
100%.
definitely
Thank you
got to
guys.
have you guys back too.
We'd love
for
to
a
come back.
second
Yeah.
episode. You know,
Yeah.
we'll check back in maybe at the end of the year with you guys, and
that'd
we'll
be sick.
see where the brand is at, bro, and we'll go keep going crazy with each other, man.
Let's do it.
Fire.
Love
Yeah,
that.
man.
Love that.
Ooh, shit. Off the menu, number 52. Going crazy for y'all, man. Go ahead and give your shout outs real quick.
Where do we start, dude? Honestly, shout out to. It's funny that you mentioned it. Shout out to Vic from Nimbus. He came out to my set, first bar set at Good Grammar. He
Going
showed up.
crazy.
We shared a shot, first legal shot. Thank you, Vic, for coming
Really?
out.
Let him know.
Thank you, Nas, Ammar. Thank you for like opening my eyes to everything that I wanted to do sooner rather than later. At 20, now I'm 21. We're actually doing the thing. So like. Thank you for being
Big
there.
young
the
gunners around
roadmap
here.
for
Big
me.
young gunners, dude.
Big young
Crazy.
gunners, man. We love it.
sick.
Thanks to James for like pushing me to make the content and getting out of my comfort zone, even though like it was super rough starting it off. But I mean, thank you, like eternally grateful for sure. Obviously, thank you to single mom Liz. Thank you,
Shout out.
like for coming out here and like I'm the fact that I'm enjoying a podcast rather than like I don't know, just like famine in another third world country. Like my parents are from Venezuela, so like it's rough over there. So like thank you for all of that. And I mean, thank you to you guys for like putting us on. And like
Of course.
thank you for like making me feel so what's the word? Just like so comfortable in this struggle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for making me feel so comfortable in this growing pain that I'm having creatively. And
We're in
like
it
that,
together, man.
it's
In
not
it
just
together.
us.
In it together,
Yeah,
brother. all
Absolutely.
day.
Like, and obviously to the whole team. By you guys, I mean the whole team. So like,
Yeah.
thank you guys for putting this together. Honestly,
No, this is amazing.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I just want to shout out all my friends. They've been there. We've been together since I moved here, basically. And they've been an amazing support system where I
Going
feel
crazy.
exactly. I feel comfortable just doing whatever I want, and they support everything. And from that launch event that we did, the whole team was just all our friends, and they didn't have to do that. They didn't
At
have
all.
to be
Yeah, at
there.
all.
We just asked them like, "Can you guys do this? It's fine if you can't." They were all 100% like, "I'm gonna be there. You can't stop me from being there."
Right.
And that's everyone, like including my brother, some of our friends, just people that were not even like we just met recently. They were there, and it was amazing. So shout out to them. Shout out to Moises, of course, who
Going crazy.
I wouldn't be doing anything creative. Honestly, I probably would have been stuck in my ways and stuck with what I was doing if I hadn't met him. So
Yeah.
Hell
shout
yeah.
out to you, big bro.
thank
Yeah,
you,
Little
going
bro,
Crazy.
but-
big little.
I just
bro.
gave him the
Big
honor.
little bro.
Big little
Been
bro.
bro. You little bro. Can we cut that out? You just little bro.
I couldn't have him for too long.
What the hell?
I just gave him the big bro
You
for a
said,
little
"What the
bit.
hell?"
Hey.
I'm older, so I get to say that. But yeah, and shout out to my parents who they've had to deal with hell dealing with me, where it's just like, my mind's all over the place, struggle with different things, but they've been there. They've been tough on me, but in a good way where I have those morals that I stand on now because of them, and I never want to let them down. And I appreciate them for just being like allowing me to express myself in the way I am, which is something that they don't even understand fully. And they won't for a while until,
Right.
maybe one day when we're older and we're all great, that then they can look back and be like, okay, but they've been there to support no matter what. So
Yeah.
just
Shout
appreciate
outs to
that.
fam.
Shout
Shout
outs
outs
Shout out to the
fam.
family.
bro.
Shout out to the
We
family.
always need good people in our corners, man.
100%. Yeah.
All day. Shout outs our peoples
Yeah.
too, man.
And shout out to you guys. Yeah. Shout out
Of
to the whole
course.
team.
Of course,
This
man.
is
Thanks,
a
dog.
beautiful setup you guys got going
Thank
on.
you, guys.
Can't wait to
Thank
keep
you.
watching.
We love hearing it.
Thank
man.
you guys so
Yeah.
much, man. That's it. That's it for this episode, man.
Episode 52, everybody.
52 going crazy for y'all. Thank you
Special
so
number.
much. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh yeah, the dynamic duo, motherfucker.
Damn. He's got that on.